Hi everyone, welcome to Watercolor Bible Journaling. This is Bonnie Krebs, and today we are going to do the other side of the text. So last time we kind of worked our way through this the Sparrow Set, and we did the right-hand margin of our Bible. And this time we're going to move over and do the left-hand margin. So we're going to use some of the same stamps from here, but we're also going to need a few things. So the little branch and the vine from the foliage set, and then the flowers and I guess the little filler flowers. I guess that's all we need from this set. So let's continue on here and let's get going. So we're going to start out by stamping one of the little birds. So this is the one that we stamped in the center on the other page. So I'm going to ink it the same as we did last time. So I'm going to ink it with the brown first, the branch, and then I'm going to go over it again with the dark blue. And then I'm going to ink the bird in the really light brown color. And I'm going to stamp that right about here. Okay, so now I'm going to clean that, I'm going to clean the stamp off. I'm going to take the bird off. So I'm just using my thumb, but you could use a baby wipe. That would probably work better. And I'm going to just re-ink the branch. So I am going to just ink this and then ink over it again with the blue. And I think I'm going to just stamp that off just because grab a piece of scratch paper just because I don't want that too dark, and I've kind of got double ink on it. So I'm going to turn it upside down now and stamp it towards the bottom. So I'm creating a little frame here, and you can see that I've left the bird off and I've just got the branch going here. So let's continue on now, and I'm going to use the vine, and I'm just going to kind of continue this little frame here. And just ink in until I connect both sides of the frame. And I'm just creating a little place to journal, add some text later on. And just gonna add a few more little branches here and down in here. And then just add a few more up here. Okay, and I'm going to now ink the little nest. So there's a little nest that comes in this set also. I'm going to ink the nest itself with the dark brown and then the light brown on the eggs. And I'm just going to stamp that down in the corner. So let's go ahead and add some water now to this. So I'm going to pinch my brush, or dip my brush in water and pinch it off. And now I'm just going to soften all this green up. And just pulling this color out of the lines. You can add as much of this as you want. You can make this little frame as long as you want to. So you can make it the whole length of your margin if you want to. Okay, so we are getting this put together here. Just kind of dragging this color out. Okay, that looks good. So I'm going to switch now to my #1 brush. So this is the tiny brush, and just going to pull the color out of the little branch. And this one here. Leaving a little bit of a highlight on the top. And actually we don't have to do much to this little nest. Just kind of add a little color to that. And then just pull the color, carefully pull the color out of the lines for the eggs. And we're going to add some more color to that too. Okay, so I'm going to grab my palette now and put some color on here. I'm going to add a little of this brown now to the branch. So in here like this. Okay, that looks good. So I'm going to now move on to the little bird, and we're going to color him the same as we did the other ones on the opposite page. So very carefully pull the color out of the lines. And grab my palette and take some of this blue now. And just carefully add a little blue. Remember to keep that highlight on the top, and always leave the eyes where the eyes are. Always leave that light. Okay, so let's add a little bright color here. This is the orange that we used on the other ones. And then I'm going to just clean off my brush and then switch back over to my number 1 and take some of this blue and just add some of this blue to these little eggs in the nest. And you can see that I'm making it darker at the bottom, so I'm still leaving that highlight on the tops. Okay, so let's go on from here, and we're going to add some flowers now to this, and I think I will use that little filler flower. So let me just grab that. Okay, so I'm going to just ink 2 of these, so just a couple. And I'm going to use the same color as I used on the other side. And just put in some blue. And just a little bit here and there. And now stamp and add water. It's always the process. And just touch that image. This is so easy. Jump your brush around. You can see I haven't gotten my brush wet, so it's pretty dry. So I'm just going to now add a little more color in here. So this is a bright green. This is actually number 98. And I'm just going to add a little of this bright color in here. Just kind of creates a little more interest. A little more background. And then some of this blue we can just put in the center. Just a little bit. You know, the more that you blend this out, the softer it's going to get. So, you know, and the more you do these projects, the more you sort of find your own style and the thing that you like to do. So I also love that about it. And you may think that you're not an artist, but trust me, you have a style. And the more you do these projects, the more you'll see that come out. Okay, I'm going to take my fine tip. This is my little black pen, and really darken this little eye in again. And I'm going to go over that little bird again with some color and darken him up a little bit. And let's put just a little bit of this orange on his beak. And I think I'll just add one more thing, and that's this little branch. So just kind of adds, again, a little more interest. Just here and there, kind of. Maybe just one more. Okay, that looks good. One more thing, and you can see on this page, I went ahead afterwards, after I filmed that video, and added some of these little purple berries in. Somehow I missed that on the video and remembered it after the fact. So let's go ahead and put a few of those in, and I'll show you how to do that. So this is number 636, and I'm just going to ink the little berries. And then ink the stem. And just put a few of these in. Just a few, just as an accent. And maybe one more spot. And then I'm just using my tiny little brush and just softening those lines. Okay, I think we are about finished with this page. That looks pretty good. I think I will just add one more thing. I think a little more blue up at the top and a little more blue at the bottom. Okay, and that completes our page, and you can see we've got space to write here, and it does mirror this page. I love how this turned out. I hope you try this project. If you like doing this, please give me a thumbs up, and I will be back again with more Bible journaling watercolor. Thanks so much for watching.